Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. Today's reading, we are doing a look into the next 24 hours, your 24-hour predictions. I love all of the information we got. We got some big things, some small things, some things you might be dealing with in relationships or at work. Lots of cool info, so I'm excited to dive in, but I want to show you what we have. We used a lot today. We've got charms, letters, numbers, the pendulum, so you can think of a yes or no question about the next 24 hours. We've got tea leaf cards, lots of cards. I used a lot of different decks today. And for these cards on top, I used the Cozy Witch Tarot. This is by Amanda Lovelace, this deck. It's very beautiful. So I want to show you what we have to choose from. So let's do that now, and then we'll take a deep breath. So for group one, we have the Two of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. Oh, that was cute. Group two, we have the Eight of Wands. Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. And for group three, we have the Cozy Witch card. So take a chance, for each morning as a new beginning. So whichever card or image you feel most drawn to will be your message for the next 24 hours. But let's take a nice deep breath, and then you can take some more time if you need it. And remember, have fun with my readings. Ultimately, my readings are for entertainment. Always use your best judgment and listen to your own intuition first. But I hope that there is a message for you today that resonates and makes sense. And that's the fun thing about a 24-hour reading, is I would love to hear over the next day what does and doesn't happen. I like that because it's a close enough time, like the proximity is so close that we'll be able to know within like 24 hours. And this is a timeless reading, so even if you're clicking this in the year 2030, this hopefully will be a message for you today. So let me know. Get yourself a coffee or a tea. I've got my iced coffee here. And get cozy. So let's dive in. I'll put the timestamps below. Really quick too, I do have a Patreon and memberships turned on. So if you do want to receive a weekly reading from me every single week, that is where you can do it. And it's a great way to support the channel if you enjoy me or my readings. So if you're interested in that, that'll all be linked below as well. And like I said, there's a video posted every single week and a huge library of videos, especially over on Patreon, where you can watch older content and different bonus things that I've posted. So if you want to check that out, feel free. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much to those of you who liked and subscribed. All of that really does help my channel, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, we will jump into it with group number one. Hello, group one. If you chose the first card with the Two of Cups, some people are like the pumpkin to your spice, then this is your messages for the next 24 hours from when you click this. So I'm super excited to dive into this. I like this kind of reading. It's been a while since we've done this, so let's dive in and see what is happening for your day ahead. You've got Candle. You will be shown the way with something. You've got Romance, Celebration, or Party. And you should accept valid criticism. Okay, let's see what else we have. Group one, next 24 hours. What is going on? Three of Wands. Got several different cards here. So we'll get all of your cards, then I'll look at everything. Next 24 hours, Snow, Rest, and Contemplation. Interesting. Group one, next 24 hours. Amazonite, Loosen Your Grip. All right. Group one, next 24 hours. Aura. Okay. Group one. Next 24 hours for group one. Queen of Swords. Next 24 hours, group one. What do we have? Strength, Fennel. Okay, a sword there. Interesting. Okay, group one. Let's see what's happening over the next day. This is kind of fun, and I would really love if you could come back and let me know when this happens, or if it happens, or what ends up happening with this. So this is very clear to me, group one. Over the next day, the next 24 hours from when you're watching this, you are going to receive some advice, okay? And you will be shown the way. You should accept valid criticism. This is going to be very helpful, but it may be I don't want to say frustrating because I don't know that it's frustrating, but it's definitely giving you something to kind of consider or think about. It could be in regards to like a strategy, or it could be in regards to something with work or something that you've been doing. And maybe maybe why I'm picking up on frustration is maybe you are currently frustrated. With loosen your grip, it kind of feels like you are sort of kind of tensely holding on to something. And I do feel like, and by the way, this could happen at a party or some sort of celebration or gathering, okay, is where this could take place. If you don't have a celebration happening over the next 24 hours from when you watch this, that's okay. It could also indicate that you're getting an invitation. But back to what I was saying, I do think that this person, again, this isn't coming from like a mean-spirited place. This person isn't trying to make you feel bad about something. This person wants to see you progress with this. This person wants to see you succeed with something. But it does seem like they've observed, or they might have a piece of advice that is helpful, okay? Even the fact that you chose Two of Cups, this person, again, if it does feel like it's coming from a place of love, okay, this person seems very knowledgeable about something. They have a lot of experience with something and they want to help you. So this person may have a little bit of constructive criticism to give you, but I'm getting to not take it personally, to actually think about this. Give it some time to actually think about the advice that they're giving you, because there may be something in this advice that you realize is actually very helpful. Like, wow, okay, you know what? They may have a point with this, or this actually may be a better strategy or technique, whatever this is talking about for you. And of course, you know, take what resonates. If this is for you, you'll likely know when this happens, okay? So the good news is I feel like once you implement this advice, or you kind of take this criticism and start actually kind of like working with it in whatever way that you feel is necessary, I see that you're going to make fast progress. Okay, so it's going to be like, again, it could be too because this person sort of has an outside perspective. Like this person's kind of looking in, and it's, you know, sometimes when you're very close to something, close to a project, close to something you're working on, it's kind of hard to see different angles or different strategies. So this person does have the benefit of like being kind of like on the outside looking in. So their perspective may be very helpful. And I think that once you kind of maybe make an adjustment or maybe make a change based on this person's advice, I think you're going to notice like fast progress, or notice something just being like, oh, okay, there it goes. Now it's clicked. Now, again, this might not make sense right now, but when this happens, it may kind of click. Now, this could be about something small. Not everything has to be super substantial, right? This could be about like a painting technique. This could be about something to do with work. This could be constructive criticism, like if you're in social media. This could be a comment you receive. This could be somebody at work kind of making a suggestion. But it seems like it's something that's very valuable to you. It's not like the kind of advice where you're going to be like, okay, whatever, and then forget about it. This seems like it's helping you progress with something, or it's helping you achieve something that you want to pursue. And also, I do feel like over the next 24 hours, different options are opening up too. You're seeing things differently. So your perspective again seems to be shifting, where you're seeing different avenues or different ways that something can go. It seems less limited, because it seems like you were holding on to something so tight that you didn't want to budge. Okay, you didn't want to kind of see it from different angles. You didn't, you know, and I'm like this too. I can get very stubborn when I want something to work a certain way. I can be quite stubborn, especially if you've already invested time into something. So if you've invested a lot of time into something, it can be frustrating to kind of hear advice or, you know, different feedback that maybe isn't what you wanted to hear, essentially. So I do think that someone is really pointing you in the right direction. You'll be shown the way. You should accept valid criticism. So this card's very specific. It's saying you should accept this criticism because it's valid. It seems to be something that could actually be helpful, but it's going to require you to loosen your grip on something, or maybe try something a different way. So I thought in a reading like this, it might be kind of fun to read a little bit. So I do want to read, I always like Sherilyn Darcy's descriptions because there's always something extra that you might not expect based on the item on the card. And I also noticed there's a sword there. So with strength and the sword there, it's making me think that this has to do with very powerful information, very powerful piece of knowledge or communication coming in. So that's what I want to read maybe. And maybe we'll read this one too, but I want to look at this card, Aura. A healthy aura keeps your energy in balance and harmony. Okay, so this is something about your energy, your aura, the aura of a situation. That's very interesting. I might want to look at that one too. Let's kind of dive in. Let's pick one. Let's look at the Strength card. Okay. You will find greater strength and positive grounding energy coming forth, and even an invitation to undertake a new life path. Wow. Friendships are highlighted by Fennel, and you may find you are spending additional time with those who you align closely with. Okay, so over the next 24 hours, you may notice a friendship is strengthening, a certain friendship. I feel like it's with this person. I feel like this is the Queen of Swords character. So it could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. It's more so the energy of the Queen of Swords. This is someone who's very logical. This is somebody who is very independent in the way they do things. And this is really striking me as someone who's very experienced in something, very knowledgeable about something specifically. So that's kind of some clues as to who this might be. And then it says, situations in which sharing is high on the agenda will occur, and you will be prompted to share or teach what you know. Oh, interesting. So this person this is an important thing to note. When this happens, this person isn't discounting your experience or your own knowledge. It seems to be more of like sharing strategies, like this person may be asking you for help with something and you can help them with that, and then they want to offer some advice or some guidance with something to you. Okay, so it does seem like a friendship. This could be a friendship. Maybe that's why you were drawn to the Two of Cups. It says, be careful to not work too hard or become unnecessarily reclusive. So yeah, right now, it is encouraging more of a teamwork sort of approach to this. And I like how it says, be careful to not work too hard. This advice coming in could simply be something that's making something easier for you. So you don't have to struggle so much with this one thing, or they're giving you a technique or some advice that's making something a lot easier, right? Because that they could be watching you do something that's like taking longer than they think it needs to, or you're kind of going about it in a more difficult way. So this person's strategy could actually help you save time and make something easier, which then kind of like speeds up progress and kind of moves things along. And also too, I mean, I like that too, because you've got rest. Over the next 24 hours, you actually might be able to kind of take a bit of a rest with this. Like maybe it's because you're thinking about the information or re-strategizing, or maybe it's that this advice that they're giving you is giving you more time, right? Instead of something taking you 2 hours, it's taking you 1 hour so that you feel more rested, okay? Because maybe there's something you're kind of getting burnt out with, and this could be actually what's affecting your aura. You could be getting burnt out. You know, when we're enjoying something and we're having fun working on it and we're feeling the momentum, we're feeling the progress, versus those times where we're frustrated and we're kind of like staring at a project or an idea or whatever this is for you, and it's like, I'm not seeing progress, and we're kind of like just sort of digging our heels in and getting more frustrated, and then we're not really enjoying it anymore. It seems like this seems like a reset with something that you're doing that's going to help you enjoy this a little bit more, okay? So I'm seeing that with Loosen Your Grip, and that makes sense now with the Aura card. It's like, maybe this is kind of like just affecting your mood in a more positive way, or maybe overall you're feeling better because you're getting more rest, or maybe because something is more like it's not as frustrating. So then it's kind of having an effect on other areas of your life. So that's one thing that I'm seeing for the next 24 hours. I think that you could be actually prioritizing sleep and rest, okay, with Aura and the Snow card. It could be important tonight to make your bed, like make it all nice and cozy, maybe change the sheets, maybe put on, like, pay attention to your sleep routine, the routine you do right before bed. This could be really important for you, Group 1. So whatever that is for you. For me, I have like this little beanbag thing that I heat up in the microwave, and I typically try to watch calming things before bed, and I get my water, and, I have my bath, and I kind of have this like nighttime ritual that I do that really helps me sleep deep. I turn on my fan. I have to sleep with my fan. So that kind of thing. I think tonight it could be very important to get a good sleep. Okay. Sorry, they're doing some construction downstairs. I can hear the saw. So also, we've got romance, celebration, and party. So I was kind of looking at the overall message. I do want to talk about that. There could be something coming in where you are invited to something, okay? So over the next 24 hours, you could get an invitation on Facebook or something, or a text, or some sort of invitation, a message, someone saying, hey, I'm throwing a Halloween party, or I'm throwing this party, my birthday's coming up, something like that. So over the next 24 hours, you could be invited to a party, be attending a party kind of spontaneously, be informed about a party, or maybe decide to plan a party, something like that. So over the next 24 hours, party is it's coming up in some way for you. You'll find out when it happens. But also what I was saying earlier, this could actually, this advice could happen at a get-together or a party. So you know how that happens. You sit down with someone, you start to talk, and then, the conversation just kind of takes a turn, and then suddenly you're having this deep conversation about something maybe that you're working on or something that's important to you. So that is also happening over the next 24 hours. Let's quickly read Loosen Your Grip, and then I want to get you some charms. Okay. There are times when enough is enough. It's time to relinquish control. You don't have to do it all, and what's more, you can't. No one can. Some things in life are simply out of our control. Remember, your best at any given moment is good enough. Okay, so yeah, I think I see someone seeing you do your best at something, and maybe they're offering to help, or maybe they, again, have a strategy or a way, you'll be shown the way, or, some constructive criticism that can help you. But I also think that this goes into rest. I think that you need a rest over the next 24 hours. You need to let go of some of the balls that you're juggling and, take a bit of a step back to just kind of collect yourself, take a breath, rest, get a good night's sleep, and then reapproach tomorrow, okay, or the next day. It's easy to get stuck in our ways, yes, and feel like we might want to interfere with life's greater plan. Instead, try taking a step back to give space and time for the relationships and situations in your life to develop. So I think what is helpful about this Queen of Swords as well, like I was saying, is this is really about taking sort of a step back and looking at something a little bit more analytically. It kind of removes the emotions from it and that kind of feeling of feeling very invested in it, and just looks at the facts, the information, and then that's it, just based on that. You also may be taking a step back to get organized. The Queen of Swords for me is always my organization card. Whenever I see the Queen of Swords, I know, okay, maybe it's time to get organized, organize paperwork, or just kind of get things sorted out. So that's also helpful. Release the idea of how things should be to make room for how things could be. Everything will fall into place if you allow life to unfold in an organic way. So yeah, there's something that over the next 24 hours you're finding out will progress kind of on its own in a certain way. And maybe something that did work before is no longer working. Okay, so I think you're opening up to new ideas, new possibilities, new different things that are coming in. And this is largely based on this person that you're having this discussion with. And it might not actually be, I want to add, someone you're having a personal discussion with. Maybe it is someone you're watching, on a how-to video or something like that, right? It might not be directly, but it does seem like this person is very wise and knowledgeable. You seem to trust this person and their advice that they have for you. So very good. And so let me know over the next 24 hours if you get invited to a party. Are you prioritizing your sleep tonight and your rest? Maybe take a little bit of a break from something to kind of reapproach it with a fresh kind of mindset and perspective. I think that this will be good for you. There could be some certain things you do to kind of improve your mood or how you're feeling overall. And this too could kind of have a bit of a domino effect on other things. Because, when we're feeling good overall, it tends to kind of show up in the things that we're doing. So yeah, very cool, group one. Let's get some charms for the next 24 hours and some letters and numbers. Couple more. Okay, so you have this Libra. Okay, so that could certainly be the person, okay, the Queen of Swords. Could be a Libra. It's also Libra season as I record this, so that could be what it is as well. But you got the lemon. Now the lemon's interesting with the aura card because it could be like you could be doing some certain things like some cleansing around the home or some certain things to kind of make your environment feel like have a fresh sort of feeling. So maybe you're doing some cleaning. This is really what I'm getting, some cleaning or some opening some windows, that kind of thing. Like there's a feeling of like, okay, I need to hit pause on this right now and really reset, get a good night's sleep, think about some things, have this discussion, maybe re-strategize, reorganize myself, and kind of reapproach with a fresh mindset. You also have a 3, okay? So 3 could be important. 3 o'clock could be when this invitation comes in. The invitation or the party could take place on the 3rd of a certain month. 3 could be important in a certain way. You've got the light bulb. So the light bulb can be about like aha moments, clarity. This person's advice could be like that thing that's like, okay, you just made it click. Thank you so much. So that kind of thing. The celebration could be a birthday, okay, with the tea leaf card. This could be a birthday invitation or connected to a birthday or anniversary. You have the $sign with the key to success very close by. So this could be in regards to money or managing money or something to do with work or a business or something that could potentially make you money in the future. You have the parrot. This sometimes cautions us against gossip. In this case, I'm actually getting communication from an air sign, okay? The bird, the Queen of Swords, the Libra. I'm getting communication because parrots speak. So it's coming through as communication very clearly. So you're getting communication with what we talked about over the next 24 hours. This saddle is very important because it's a charm of support, feeling supported, feeling sturdy in something. So again, this could be something that just helps you feel more sturdy in a situation, more supported, feeling more like, you know, in control of something, maybe of a situation, that kind of thing. You also have the camel. This can be about feeling self-reliant, feeling, and it's also actually, if you look at the tea leaf cards, the camel card in that deck is persevere and you will overcome problems. So maybe you are just persevering through this, or this new strategy might help you persevere through this situation. So very cool, group 1. Let's get some angel numbers. I want to incorporate that 3. So 3, 32. Let's see what 32 says. Invest. All right. Your angels remind you, so in all that you do, invest your whole self. So your angels remind you that by investing your whole self into a microcosm, the macrocosm eventually reflects that effort. So maybe it's something you're no longer feeling invested in, and maybe this information coming in or this valid criticism could actually help you feel more invested in whatever this is. Okay, so it says, in a small chore, job, or interaction today, feel the presence of the divine as you treat that activity as if it were a blueprint for creating a larger representation of your reality. Interesting. So maybe over the next 24 hours, you're feeling more invested in something, or you're paying attention to like how the small things can really affect the big things. And this could have to do with the aura card. It could have to do with this advice that you're getting, but you seem to be a little bit more invested in something once you start seeing the changes that are taking place. Okay, so that's really interesting too. So let's get you some letters. We'll do the pendulum. You can ask a question about the next 24 hours. Have fun with it. Let's do that first, then we'll finish with letters. So if you need to pause and think of a question, feel free. Try again. Let's try that again. I sometimes take that as a message to try again, to try something again. You got it for sure. So that is cool. Now let's get some letters. These 2 letters fell out, so we'll take those. Names, initials, sometimes there's words, sometimes there's phrases. We've got the word have there. So let me just flip these over for you. Someone got really mad at me in the comments because I was touching the letters. If you need time with the letters, I'm going to show them to you without touching them. Pause the video if you want to kind of just sit with the letters. But at some point I have to kind of start moving them around and seeing what I can see. So But I get it. It's frustrating. Okay, let's see. Okay, so if you'd like to just look at the letters without my hands being there, let me just flip them for you. We've got the word to as well, so have to. Okay, I think I flipped most of them, so pause if you need. So I see. So I see. I usually don't see a lot. Do we have a K? I was going to say look. We have an N. Learn. Something that someone's teaching you, you can learn from. And again, remember it said like you could be actually helping this person as well. And I think that's why this person, maybe like with the card you chose, this doesn't necessarily connect to your reading, but you chose it. So I always like to think there's some sort of connection with the card on top. So maybe this is more of a partnership situation where you each kind of bring out each other's strengths, right? With the strength card, each of you have your certain strengths. So just because this person has a strength in this one thing that they can help you with, doesn't mean you don't have strengths that can help them with something. So it does seem more like a partnership. So learn. Sail, as well as this kind of sail. Yeah, so let me know what you see. Always look in the comments too, there's lots of suggestions. But I hope you have a great next 24 hours. Let me know when this happens or what this ends up being, because that's the fun thing, is sometimes things click as soon as it happens. So sorry, that saw is, I'm gonna have to pause before jumping into group 2. So anyways, we will see you later, group 1. Take care. Hello, group 2. If you chose the 8 of Wands, then this is your messages for the next 24 hours from when you click this. This says, by the way, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. So you could have chosen that for a reason. Maybe you already know that the next 24 hours is going to be busy, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. 24 hours from now, group 2. Salt, so protection, banishing negativity. Group 2, next 24 hours. Ritual. Interesting. Euphoria. Very much connected to magic over the next 24 hours. The ritual card talks about different, trying to seek more information or gain wisdom in regards to magic in general. Okay, group 2. 6 of Wands. Group 2, next 24 hours. Be the bigger person. Group 2, next 24 hours. These two want to come out. The Tower with the Empress. That's interesting. Some tea leaf cards. Group 2, next 24 hours. Waiting for news, package, letter. Someone is behaving stupidly. Okay, 24 hours. Good luck. Okay, so one thing I'm seeing right away, group 2. You're dealing with somebody who, while good things are happening to you or just in general, they're being very negative, okay? This person seems to be, and again, it's not like, this isn't saying only be positive, only ever focus on the positive, but this specific situation over the next 24 hours is talking about somebody that you're dealing with that is just, honestly, it's like they seem to be like leeching this feeling of something good that's happening. So where can we see this? We've got 6 of Wands. Maybe there's been some sort of achievement or something you've succeeded in and you're getting lots of recognition, and this person is just like, well, you know, I did that before. It's not even a big deal. Like, I don't know why you're getting so much praise for this. Like, you know, I deserved it. You know, fill in the blanks with whatever this person is saying. But with the Jade card, be the bigger person, this is maybe going to take some inner strength and, a lot of, I don't know the word, but I feel like you're going to have to kind of like walk away from the situation or not get pulled into this, okay? That's just an example of what could be happening, but it seems to me, group 2, like you're enjoying yourself. You've got the euphoria card. Like there's something you are really feeling positive about. You're feeling, it could be a relationship. It could be something you're working on at work or something creative, but you seem to be in a very creative place and feeling particularly optimistic about something and enjoying something right now. You're enjoying the success of something. You're enjoying something that you've created or recognition for something. Okay, so it's going to be one of those situations where you really need to kind of drown out any sort of noise that is trying to take away from this special moment for you, okay? We can see this at weddings. So let's just say it's your wedding day and you've got one specific in-law who is particularly negative and is commenting on your napkin choice and your decorations and your dress and what terrible weather, something like that. Okay, this doesn't have to be anything like earth-shattering or anything super substantial. We're looking at 24 hours, so we need to kind of keep it in perspective of what this could be. This could be something at work, right? You get a promotion. You're feeling so great, like, wow, oh my gosh, I worked so hard for this. I'm so proud of myself, and then someone says something and you're like, oh my gosh. So it's really important. You need to not let this person ruin your day, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but it's not about you, okay? This is about them, is I guess the simplest way to put it. So I wanted to address that first. I always like to kind of address the complicated situations first, kind of get them out of the way, but that's what I see. Now, other things for the next 24 hours. You do have the Tower card. It came out with the Empress card. This feels to me, okay, so the Tower is about like massive change. So that is, for a 24-hour reading, this is talking about something that is changing drastically. It could be about an epiphany of information, an overhaul of something. It came out with the Empress though. So this seems to be, it's almost like something is crumbling in order to create new. So I don't know what this is. It could be you. I just got something about, okay, wow, I'm seeing a bunch of things because I'm seeing someone like start something over, like a creative project. It could be like something tumbling. I just saw like a Jenga, those Jenga towers. For the most part, this doesn't feel like anything. It feels, because you've got Euphoria, you've got Six of Wands, you've got Good Luck, you've got the Empress that came out with it. So we need to consider that. It feels more about potential for new and really letting go of the old is what this feels like. You could kind of have a Tower moment or an epiphany moment about something you want to create. Okay, so there is a connection though. These two came out together. So the Tower is about creation, creativity. This could also be in regards to something to do with a career that connects to the Empress card. So this can be the beauty industry. This can be any creative job, interior design, things like that. There can actually be like renovations going on. If we're looking at this in kind of a fun, what could this be over the next day? It could be literally like something construction taking place, okay? Something like that. But more symbolically, the Tower, again, like complete new beginnings, drastic change, complete overhaul kind of change, but for some reason it's linked to creation. All right, now this could also be, actually on that note, the Tower, this could be a light bulb moment or an epiphany moment from your intuition, like more intuitive, okay? So you could be rather intuitive, because we have to get to this ritual card. This card is about, it talks about, let me read it to you specifically, the one part of it, if I can find where I put the book. It's number 10. Okay, so it says, so uses, divination, luck, offerings, fertility. Oh, interesting with the Empress card, can have to do with ideas. This could be like a massive idea, creative idea. Okay, so though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, good luck, horseshoe. So it seems like things, and going back to this person, again, not that I don't want to dwell on this person, but this person can see that you're in a period of time, or you're entering a period of time where you're enjoying some good luck. You know, forgetting that maybe they've had good luck at certain points in their life, and maybe this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, so enjoy over the next 24 hours, group 2. I think something really enjoyable is happening, something that you're wanting to kind of be in the moment, and you're feeling very magical about a situation. Something feels very serendipitous or magical or interesting. And so enjoy it, okay? But back to what I was reading. So though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. So this is interesting too. With the ritual card, I see you over the next 24 hours scheduling yourself in, scheduling something in that you want to do on a daily basis, you know, for the most part. This could be study. This could be something a little bit more connected to the Empress card, like self-care. Okay, so 24 hours. So again, in perspective of like a day ahead, it could be just, you know what, I really want to start doing this daily and make this more of like a morning ritual. It also goes on to say, beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile pursuing, and a deeper connection with another is being forged. So it's interesting. While you're dealing with this one person, you're also making new connections, and you're actually noticing there's lots of supportive people around you, and lots of people cheering you on with something that you're doing over the next 24 hours. So despite this one person you're dealing with, there are other people that you're feeling very positive about. You know, with this Salt card too, it's important you protect your energy, create boundaries with this person. Maybe don't tell them everything that you're doing, you know, that kind of thing. If it is like, let's just talk about the example I gave with the wedding. Oh wow, I just got something about a breakthrough. This is someone's mother-in-law, okay? I just want to say that. So take what resonates. It could be someone's mother-in-law. But anyways, you may need to set some more boundaries or be more protective of this that you're so excited about. Now, esoteric teaching. So you could be making more time for your spirituality. Maybe it's that you want to read tarot cards every day, pull a card for yourself every morning with your coffee, light some incense, something like that. That could be something you're focused on over the next 24 hours. Or study in regards to possible esoteric teachings. It's saying it's worthwhile pursuing. And in this process, you're also forging a deeper connection with somebody, okay? Without you even realizing it. So you're getting closer to someone possibly without even realizing it, which is interesting. Okay, so let me keep diving in here, see what else we have. We've got waiting for news, package, or letter over the next 24 hours. It says you're waiting. It's not saying it's received. So it could be saying, if you're watching this, if you're expecting a package today, it could actually be an extra day, okay? Could be. I mean, you could get it, but it's saying waiting, so I'm actually reading it quite literally as in you're waiting. You also might get news or something in regards to like, okay, I'm sending you this package, pay attention for it. So something like that, but there's something about waiting for a package or letter. Someone could be waiting for a package or letter from you as well. Okay, something just came in. So waiting for news. Somebody knows someone's pregnant. They haven't been told yet though, okay? So over the next 24 hours, someone you might suspect is pregnant might be telling you the news, okay? Keep that in mind. That could be happening. It doesn't have to be pregnancy. It could be something more creative, but it's like, you know, this is coming. It's like, I have a feeling this is what's going on. You might get confirmation of that over the next few days. Good luck is on your side over the next 24 hours. You've got, protection, banishing negativity. Part of these two might also be certain rituals you do to kind of protect yourself before going out. Maybe you are using magic to protect yourself, creating sort of like a shield around yourself, or doing something like that, like carrying a good luck charm every day, a protective charm or sigil or something like that, maybe something you want to look into to protect yourself against this negativity. And I want to reiterate, I'm not saying like this isn't about being like toxically positive all the time or always in a good mood. That's not realistic. But over the next 24 hours, you seem to be very happy. You're enjoying some sort of moment. This is your moment. You're being lifted up or encouraged, or it's something you've done. This is a card of victory and success and, you know, feeling really proud of yourself and having other people be proud of you too. And then you've got this person being like, oh yeah, big deal. So it's really going to be important with this Jade card. Be the bigger person to not let them get to you, okay? You need to kind of see past this and see what this is really about and understand it's not about you, and your success is still a success whether or not this person admits to acknowledging it, okay? They've acknowledged it, I'll tell you that much. They've acknowledged it. They know. They could be jealous. They could be feeling insecure about something to do with them. They know. They've noticed, but they might act like they don't think it's a big deal, okay? So you need to just try and remember that in the moment. And again, if it's something like a marriage or a wedding, someone's dealing with a difficult mother-in-law, it keeps coming in, or possibly a mother. Okay, it doesn't have to be mother-in-law. I was just feeling in-law, but motherly energy or that kind of energy, okay? Someone who's possibly trying to be too mothering, someone who's trying to be like they're too much involved in something. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. I'm getting someone's behavior is going to be very apparent to everyone around the situation. A situation is going to kind of come crashing down in regards to this. Okay, so I don't know. Someone's behavior in regards to this, it's like everything's kind of coming to a head, I think, in this situation. Okay, so my alarm just went off. I had set an alarm because I've got someone picking something up in a half an hour, so I wanted to kind of, get ready ahead of time. So I am going to pause, but I want to read this to you first. So it says, take the high road. You have the power to choose how you interact with the people in your life. You can either lift each other up or drag each other down. You can be small and give your power away, or you can be the bigger person and stand strong in your convictions. To elevate your spiritual maturity, be mindful, respond instead of react, don't take things personally. I'm getting that so clearly for you. Listen without getting defensive. Instead of letting conversations and encounters get to you, brush them off and maintain your composure. This person might want to see you get upset or see you get frustrated. I don't know why. I don't understand, honestly, but it happens. Okay, it says, instead of letting conversations and encounters get to you, brush them off and maintain your composure. This is your power. Sometimes you say more by keeping silent and get farther by remaining still. So in this situation, it's going to be best not to react. And this actually might make them kind of get more intense because they're like, why aren't you reacting? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say, going back to the example, they say, oh, not a big deal. Like, I don't know why they're so proud of you with that, or I don't know why they gave you the job. You can be like, yeah, I don't know. And then just walk away. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of getting defensive and explaining, it's just like, again, you can be the big person in the situation. Do you often take things personally or get defensive? Are you in control of your responses to others? How can you be more mature in your relationships? And it says, as an affirmation, I show up as my most mature self. Today, take the high road in all situations. So over the next 24 hours, it's going to be important to take the high road. I'm getting to tell you, there's a situation that it's going, like, all truths will be revealed with this tower, all right? So I don't know who that's for, but just know that. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Okay, so let me see here. Let's get you some charms. And then I need to pause so I can go downstairs and make sure that someone is purchasing something from me, and that's why I'm going downstairs. Okay, let me have a sip of my coffee. Let's get a few charms. We'll do letters and numbers and the pendulum. It's a lot. Okay. Wow. Okay. Next 24 hours, group 2. Where should we start? I really want to pay attention to how these things fell. Yeah, you seem to be putting a stop to some sort of like someone is hard to understand right now. You're having a hard time understanding them. You got go for a walk and lemon. The lemon can be about cleansing, fresh energy, and go for a walk too can be about kind of cooling down from a situation. So maybe you're going for a walk, or maybe this is just saying this is part of the ritual. Maybe you want to walk more, something like that. Ritual can be about, again, more like like, okay, I have a ritual. I read my tarot cards every day and I do this every day, and it, like more on that end of things. It can also be like, this is my daily habit. I'd like to maintain this. My daily morning ritual of having my coffee and I get ready for work and I put this show on every morning and I watch while I get ready, that kind of thing. Okay, you have the sunflower and the pretzel. So the sunflower can be about positivity, it can be about optimism and confidence, and the pretzel can be about like feeling kind of like twisted into a situation, or letting something like twist you, or feeling like you have to kind of twist and turn to keep someone else happy. So that could be what it is. Also, in a 24-hour reading, a lot of these things might have specific significance or let you know that this message is for you. For example, you could be going to get a pretzel after work today, or someone could offer you a pretzel, something like that could come up as well. You've definitely got something very clear about a manicure or your hands right now. Maybe you're getting a manicure over the next 24 hours, or wanting to paint your nails, or doing some hand care. This could also be part of the ritual as well. So definite messages about manicures. So that's interesting. You've got an Aries. This could be this person that you're dealing with that's being quite difficult. You've got the shovel. The shovel can be about digging something up. Something could be dug up with that Tower card. This can be about, honestly, I'm getting just digging something up. What in the heck is that? A tool digging deep? Maybe it's saying dig deep and be the big person in the situation. You've got the unicorn. So again, a lot of what this success is connected to something that's very unique to you. It's your abilities, or something you stand out in. It's special, it's creative, you're unique, you're standing out in a situation. Someone seems to be a little bit jealous about it. You've got the leaf. This can be about letting go, releasing. You've got the cheer. So I really think that this connects to the Six of Wands. I think you've got a lot of people cheering you on. So despite this person, just really focus on the people that are lifting you up right now and enjoying your big moment. There's that quote, I never quote things correctly, but pay attention to who doesn't clap when you win. Okay, I'll just say that. Pay attention to who doesn't clap when you win. It's really important to not let one person ruin this nice moment for you with the Euphoria card. Like, you seem to just be feeling, or you will be feeling, really proud of yourself and enjoying this moment. And there's a magical connection to both of these cards, because this said Euphoria is the cosmic connection to the magic within and around you. So you're in a very magical mind frame as well over the next 24 hours. This talked about like doing some research into things that maybe like tarot, or palm reading with this little hand or something like that, or some spiritual information or books, things like that could be of interest to you. You've got the Eight of Wands, by the way, that you chose. I kind of want to connect it to the reading. I feel like this could just mean that things are happening fast over the next 24 hours. It could mean that there's information coming in with the Bird card. It could mean that there's a fun opportunity coming in. This is lots of excitement and movement and change. It could mean that things are going to get busy and fast over the next 24 hours. I also kind of look at all of these witches going in the same direction. I feel like you have a lot more support around you than you notice sometimes. Okay, let's get some numbers for the angel number book. Then we'll do the pendulum, and then we'll do letters at the very end. So group 2, you've got 1, 2, 3. So let's see what that says. 123. Stepping stones. You are on your way. You are on a distinct path, yes, very unique path, and are well on your way to your goals. Yes, little things matter. Pay attention to the details, as each choice you make presents a small part of the big picture. Visualize a path in front of you, leading you to your heart's desire. So yeah, don't let this situation stop you or slow you down, or someone's negativity with the Salt card really like affect you, right? Because again, you're being more protective. Maybe you don't need to tell this person everything too. Like, it seems like, I wonder if you're dealing with someone who's asking what you're doing, or it's like, oh, well, what are you doing with that? And then you tell them and you're excited and they can see you're smiling or you're happy, and it's like, oh, really? Okay. Like, maybe it's their sarcasm, or maybe it's just the way that I don't know why this person has such a bad attitude. Okay, let's look at Euphoria. Okay, I felt the need to read this. Okay, ever wonder why you feel so elated after a good laugh or a long bike ride? That feeling comes from the release of endorphins, which are neurotransmitters produced by the brain that reduce pain and make you feel empowered. So you could be feeling, sorry, alarm went off again, but you could be feeling a lot of endorphins as well with this Eight of Wands, lots of energy. They bring natural feelings of euphoria, which is a profound sense of joy and elation. Euphoria is a cosmic connection to the beauty around and within you, increasing sensitivity to your place in the mysteries of the universe. Love that with the corn card. Breathing in a moment of euphoria is the blissful realization that you have the opportunity to make each day better than the last. So you really seem to be in a place where you're trying your best with something. You're trying to focus on what you can do, what is working in a situation. You're trying to be proactive and do what you can do and focus on little things that make you happy, even if it's just something small. And then you've got this person coming along being like very negative. So you may need to set some boundaries with them or just talk to them less, share with them less, set time limits on conversations. You don't have to tell them you're doing that, but look, I only have 10 minutes to talk today. I've got to head out, something like that. Okay, so let me see. So it's talking about different things that you might be doing to enhance this feeling. So keep exercising, eating well, and thinking positively, because all of these things are good for you and make you feel euphoric. That's always a good thing. So on the topic of ritual and what that just said, maybe you've been kind of doing something daily that makes you feel good. Like it talked about exercising. So for me, that's my walk. And eating well, that's very personal, whatever it is for you. Maybe you're trying to eat more fruits and veggies, or you're bringing more water into your daily routine, right? Like you're filling up water before you go to work instead of iced coffee, which is what I have to start doing. So whatever this is for you, keep doing what you're doing, because you seem to be working on something or starting something maybe over the next 24 hours that's going to make you feel good. It's releasing those endorphins. Maybe it's going for a bike ride like the example said. So something like that. Okay, so let's do your pendulum. Then we'll do some letters. So think of your yes or no question. You can pause the video if you need to now. For sure. I want to mention too with the turkey card, you could be witnessing someone doing something that's like really, I guess, unproductive or not good. Like you could be watching someone do something and you're thinking to yourself, like, what are you doing? So that could also be something that's going on. Okay, you've got the word made. So I'm going to flip these over. I was saying to group one, someone was very angry in the comments because I was touching the letters. So I'm going to let you pause the video once I flip these over, and then I'm going to try and move some letters around. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. I can't just... Okay. It's just funny. If I don't touch the letters, people are upset sometimes, and if I do... You've got ring. Okay, so I'm going to pause. I'll let you pause here if you want to just look at the letters as is before I touch them. And I'm going in. Okay, so I see ring. I see virtue. I see lie. I see big. I see strong. Deal. True. So I'm going to leave that there. Hey, group two, I keep getting interrupted. So you could also experience lots of interruptions over the next 24 hours. But I wanted to finish off by saying, you know, over the next 24 hours, there's some situation where you're sort of the focus, your achievement, your abilities, your success, You're being lifted up. Like, this is a moment for you to enjoy. So really, please try not to let someone ruin this moment for you. And I also wanted to say another message came through about there could be something you're actually doing as like a bit of a makeover of something, maybe your home or something like that. I talked about possible renovations, but even personal style or something like that could be coming up if we're looking at 24 hours, almost like a complete sort of, like you could be getting hair done and getting a new outfit or something like that, could be happening over the next 24 hours too. So anyways, group 2, let me know what you think. I really hope that you enjoyed this message and today's reading, and we'll see you next time. Group 3, if you chose the Cozy Witch for the third group, then this is your messages for the next 24 hours. I love doing 24-hour readings because a lot of this could actually start to happen immediately after watching this. So you have Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Group 3, what's happening over the next 24 hours? Wisdom. So definitely a feeling of information coming in, or a message. Something's giving you some information. You're gaining some information over the next 24 hours. We'll try to find out what that is. But Page of Swords, this could be a message coming in or information you're seeking out. Group 3. Next 24 hours, Group 3, what's happening? Communication. Okay, so very clear message so far. Positivity on the bottom, so that's a good sign. But very clear message so far about a message coming in or communication being made. This could be something you're waiting for. You might already be aware as to what this is. Group 3, next 24 hours. 10 of Cups. So Page of Swords and 10 of Cups are your tarot cards for the next 24 hours. Next 24 hours, Group 3, what do we have? Heal your heart, okay. Next 24 hours. Summer, expansion and growth, interesting. Next 24 hours. A little bit too many, but we have happiness on the bottom, and we saw positivity earlier. Tulip, great passion. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Quill, get back to the basics. Okay, so Group 3, interesting cards for you today. So it's so interesting. The Inkpot card I read with two different sort of like emphasis on how I read it. So for example, sometimes I read it as problems to be resolved. So problems popping up that need to be resolved. And then other times the way I read it is problems to be resolved. Do you see the difference? So I'm wondering if like problems, because I mean, okay, I'll dive into what I think could be happening. You have, it seems like with Get Back to Basics and Page of Swords, this feels very much like coming up with a solution to something. So with Inkpot, this could be something getting resolved. It could also be the other side of things, that there are some problems to be resolved, but because it's an Inkpot and you have communication with, look what it has, an Inkpot, I think that if there's any problems that have popped up or will pop up over the next 24 hours, it's saying to me very clearly, this could not be more clear of a synchronicity, communication is going to be key, okay? So for Group 3, I think that this is a good little kind of heads up of something that could be happening. I think that there could be a minor problem popping up. It could be like a scheduling error. It could be a problem with communication. It could be, something like that. We're looking at a small amount of time as far as like, we're looking at the next 24 hours, right? So I like to kind of put it in perspective. It could just be little everyday things. It could be that, like with the example I gave, a scheduling error where you're going to have to communicate with someone and clarify something. I thought I had booked that day off. I see here I'm scheduled. No problem. I'll figure it out. Like that kind of thing could happen over the next 24 hours. It could also be saying communication could be key to avoiding a particular problem. Okay, so that's coming through very strongly. I do kind of want to read this one. I've read the Sherilyn Darcy decks for each group so far because Sherilyn includes extra information that you might not get just based on, you know, the card itself or the item or the keywords. So there's always extra. That's why I really love Sherilyn Darcy's decks, because there's warnings too, or things to kind of look out for, which I also really appreciate. Okay, so uses of P's, just so you know, for magical correspondences include communication, openings, money, love, and messages. Very cool. The astrological sign associated with this card is Pisces. The celestial association is Venus, and deities include Mercury, Venus, and Aphrodite. Okay, so that could be relevant to you. And it says, P's tell us that now is the time to move ahead with projects, plans, and ideas. Ace of Swords, very cool, we'll get into that. There are new ways of thinking and approaching challenges, and even life if you're willing to listen to what can be an alternate communication method with concepts you may have dismissed in the past. Okay, so something's coming through very clearly with that message. I just want to pause there. Something, an idea you had in the past, or something that kind of popped into your head, you were quick to dismiss it. You were quick to be like, oh no, that wouldn't work. Or, oh no, I could ask that person, but they won't know probably, so why bother? You were quick to dismiss something in the past. It's coming up again as a second chance to communicate, to make this contact, to do something. Okay, so there's something you may have been too quick to dismiss in the past. And it's saying like it's an alternate method in communication or a concept that you may have dismissed in the past. It says sharing ideas, considering partnerships, gathering information, stepping up enthusiasm are all indicated. Absolutely. That page of Swords is very much about all of those things, sharing ideas, considering partnerships, so gathering information 100%, and of course, enthusiasm. So that's good to see. It says, be wary, here's your warning, of haphazard actions and failing to follow through. So on that note, it's going to be important right now to do your research with something, or not act too impulsively with something. It could be that over the next 24 hours, it's just good to ask a question, double check, follow through, seek a little bit more information if you're unsure. I'm getting a message very clearly, a phrase, it's going to pay off to be curious. It's going to pay off to ask questions and seek more information and kind of be like hungry for knowledge over the next 24 hours, because there could be something pretty substantial that comes in because of it. Okay. And this could be something that does create expansion as well. Now, it also mentioned partnerships. Okay. So it could be romantic partnerships, certainly. We'll get to family and stuff here because it's talking about that. But I think with the B, this could be like teamwork approaches to things, or not being too quick to like discount other people's ideas or advice is coming through strongly today. So that could also be what it is as well for you. Now, we have great passion. So there seems to be something you're very passionate about learning about, specifically is what it feels like to me. So again, you're very thirsty, you're hungry for information, you're looking something up over the next 24 hours, or it's encouraging you to like, if you're curious about something, if you want to learn something, it's going to be a good time frame to dive fully into this. It seems like something has kind of piqued your interest and you seem to be like wanting to learn about it and absorbing information and all of that. Over the next 24 hours, you could be interested in learning a new skill or something like that as well. It's also encouraging you to get back to basics. So it's saying keep things simple. It's going to be very important right now to not overcomplicate things, not add too much at once, not try to do too much at once. Keep it very simple, get back to basics. Step 1, step 2, step 3. There could be something you're restarting or going back to the beginning to learn again, okay? Not because you don't know those like base pieces of information or fundamentals or something. It's more so because you're getting back to basics. You're starting maybe something again that works or worked before. You're just simplifying. Over the next 24 hours, you could be really wanting to simplify something. You could be decluttering or something like that, or starting something over, eliminating some clutter in a situation, just keeping things very basic, very simple, kind of sticking with what works is really what's coming through. Now, you seem very passionate about something. Again, I do think that this is, like I said, information. You're passionate to learn something, passionate to communicate something, passionate to get information on something or communicate with someone in particular. Now, you've got a lot of loving energy here as well for the next 24 hours. You have the 10 of Cups. And I like that with this Nest card because there is, like, these two cards really, I think, go well together. It says an emotionally secure and loving family is important to you. So over the next 24 hours, there could be a family get together or something where you're just feeling very emotionally content in a certain situation. It doesn't have to be, it could be with one person, just feeling kind of cozy. You could have family visiting or something like that. There could be someone you're taking care of. This could also be a pet. Okay, I want to add, there could be a pet or something like that, but there's sort of a feeling of like wanting to keep somebody or people or someone safe, including again a pet or something like that, and just kind of cozy and content. There's a feeling of like emotional happiness, and this is like very much the happily ever after card. This card is a really kind of nice feeling. It's just a nice content, happy feeling, very loving energy, very supportive energy with the people around you. So you might just notice that you're feeling very connected to somebody or multiple people, your family possibly, and you have heal your heart. So maybe it's saying over the next 24 hours, maybe you're doing something with family, or maybe someone's doing something for you or saying something to you or showing care for you specifically. There could be someone showing a lot of care for you or looking out for you with something, or just giving you a loving message or communicating with you very lovingly. Being protective of you is coming through very strongly. So yeah, something like that is coming through. You also may learn something over the 24 hours, the next 24 hours, that someone did for you to care for you that you might not have been aware of in the moment. So they might express to you like, yeah, I was watching out for you for that thing, or yeah, I was kind of worried about that for you, or, something like that. Someone might be communicating with you somewhere where they showed care and wanted to kind of take care of you. So that also might be coming in. You could be actually doing some like nesting, so making your home cozy for something, adding like, this sounds small, but again, we're looking at 24 hours. You could be like decorating, making it cozy for holidays, depending on when you're watching this, having a cozy night in or something like that, getting like blankets and having a nice movie night, something like that could be happening. But whatever this is, it seems very like emotionally healing. So that's a beautiful thing as well. I like that. That's cool. You have summer, so expansion and growth. So again, your knowledge is expanding, your wisdom is expanding, some information is expanding. You're growing, your like something potential or something, like something is expanding, you're expanding your horizons with something. You're maybe looking at something a little bit differently from a different angle that you hadn't considered before. That's really big. Expansion and growth. Let's read that one for fun. I can't believe the ink pot there and there. So this is such a clear warning. You can avoid a problem by communicating clearly, or if a problem pops up, communication is going to be key. So I love that. Could be like a miscommunication or something like that. Okay, what am I looking at here? Oh, summer, okay. Okay. It says, summer is bursting with energy. The sun is high, the weather is warmer, and the nights are shorter. It says, summer brings increased growth for all living things, but all this energy and unrestricted growth can get out of hand. Increased growth means increased attention is required. Okay, I think that's why it's saying getting back to basics, to manage your projects to ensure everything unfolds properly. So again, maybe getting back to basics or being very focused on communication could be important, because something could be growing very rapidly. It says the summer card means it's an optimal time for expansion, but it also tells you to keep an eye on the energies of your life so that they stay focused and productive. It says if you don't tend to your garden, it will become overgrown and scraggly. Some endeavors will fail as others overshadow them, like a vine strangling a beautiful plant. Okay, so that could be why it's saying get back to basics. There could be some things in your life that you haven't been tending to where it's like, okay, I need to get back to the basics of what's important to me with this. So that could also be happening. You could just be simplifying basically over the next 24 hours, simplifying, getting back to basics, focusing on what's really important. for you. Maybe some details got added over the last several weeks, or things kind of got busy and hectic and distracting. So it seems like you're simplifying over the next day or so. So I'd love to hear, by the way, if this is resonating, if you know what this is, I'd love to hear it. But this inkpot thing is too cool. I love that connection. So let's look at charms, and we'll do the letters, the pendulum, all of that. So let's start with charms. Group 3. All right, so somebody could be asking you for coffee. You could get a message or an invitation for coffee. This is also a charm of energy, okay, and motivation. Something could be giving you a boost of energy or motivation to get something done. You've got the light bulb. This can be about ideas or clarity. Someone could be bringing clarity, or you could be seeking clarity with something, or feeling very clear about something with wisdom. You've got heads up and thumbs up. This makes me think of support. Someone could be giving you thumbs up. You could be getting the go ahead for something, or getting like encouragement with something. Someone could be telling you something is okay. It's time. It's good to go. It's good to proceed over the next 24 hours. You've got heads up, so it's asking you to pay attention. This is making me think of attention to detail, just like the summer card talked about, because I think a lot is happening right now. It's talking about not letting something that's important to you fall by the wayside, and it's important to pay attention to that as well. It could be a relationship, now that I think of it. You also have the locket here. I like that with Heal Your Heart. There's that heart connection. There could be something you've been locking up, or kind of like locking up or feeling guarded about your heart. So maybe there's something that happens that kind of is healing for you. You've got the pirate here. This can be about seeking adventure or seeking something out. To me, it's a symbol of adventure. So that's interesting. I like that you have the parrot next to it, because, you know, you always see the parrot with the pirate. The parrot can talk about communication as well. I think that connects directly to the peas card. So some communication coming in. It can also caution us against gossip or repeating information before we have all of the facts. You have the little wedding ceremony charm. There could be a wedding or something like a gathering of people or a celebration of some kind coming up, or you could get an invitation. That could be what the communication is. You've got the tooth. This is something inevitable, like outgrowing something, or something inevitable change, growing pains, that kind of thing, making room for something better, that kind of thing. You've got the popcorn. This can be about energy and rapid growth, and something small turning into something abundant. This can be about something happening very fast as well. It can also be a charm of releasing some sort of pressure. And what's fun actually is I just got this popcorn charm. So I was going to change it, but I don't know, they're both pretty cute. I could also use one for like miniature scene or something. But anyways, non-related, but okay, let's get you some angel numbers. I think you're starting some sort of new adventure with the pirate and the page of swords. You've got 43, so let's read 43 and see what that is about. It's the Angel Numbers book by Mystic Michaela. I know someone was just wondering. Okay, 43. Look ahead. It says, make a plan for the future, and that could be what you're doing. Goals and dreams are essential, and your angels are asking you to create them now. Maybe that's why you're getting back to basics. Show the universe you are invested. Spend time today outlining specific goals you have and steps you can take to achieve them. I think that makes a lot of sense with the Get Back to Basics card, honestly, Group 3. I think you are getting very concise and very like planning something out. Maybe that's the research. Maybe that's the research you're doing with the wisdom card, but it seems like you're doing some sort of research. Your reading, I have to say, out of the two groups was the most direct. It was the most clear. It could mean too that things over the next few days are very clear. There's something about like there's not many frills or like extra unnecessary details with Get Back to Basics Page of Swords. Like it's very direct. Or some sort of communication could be very direct. It's so interesting because as I look to the side, I see this Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely something about direct communication coming in over the next 24 hours. It could be instructional as well. There could be some instructions coming in with wisdom. Instructions on how to solve a problem could be coming in over the next 24 hours. You could be feeling very content with the progress of something or something you're starting. Let's do the pendulum, group 3. We're going to do the pendulum next. So let's see what the pendulum says. Make sure that's... So if you want to think of a question, feel free to pause. You've got a maybe. So the answer is maybe. Okay, let's get some letters. Someone could be giving you a really good hug over the next 24 hours. Okay, I'm going to flip these over, give you a chance to pause if you want to look at the letters. And then I'm going to see what I can see. But always look in the comments. There's always really good suggestions. And I want to add really quickly, because we're looking at a 24-hour reading, a lot of this could be specific to like little things that are happening over the next 24 hours. So for example, you could have a dentist appointment with the tooth. You know, you could be going out for coffee. You could be getting popcorn at a theater. So have fun with it, right? Some of these things could be specific. So let me know what you see with the letters. I'm not always the best at finding things, but I see rent. There could be some communication in regards to rent. Okay, so pause if you need to look at them. The words you have are want, will, and held. Something could be getting on hold, put on hold. You've got the word seed, a seed you're planting, an idea with the Page of Swords. Stop sign, something coming to a stop. Pausing to look around. Okay. Let's see. Got do it. Sorry, this flipped over. Do it, something you're doing. Tree. Slow. New. Grow. Let me know what you see, pet. But yeah, look below in the comments too. There's always good suggestions. But yeah, group 3, I really hope you enjoyed your 24-hour reading. Let me know. Come back and let me know what does and doesn't happen. I always love to hear it. And we will see you next time.